This is the only game I've never got into the tech space in. I love like tech other games like Satisfactory. What's that other one where you look down? Factorio. Factorio.
Yeah.
Factorio. Like all those games are fun. For whatever reason, I've never gotten into the technical side of Minecraft ever. And I love those other games. Like I get into it, I get all automated, get all efficient.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Minecraft. I've never got into the technical side of it.
You should. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish. No, I want to make a Dunkaduck. I want to make Dunkaduck.
Dunkaduck?
Yeah.
Do it.
I want to make like a thing. The chat gave me the idea, the name.
You throw a snowball in a target block and he goes boop and he splashes? What? Is that what
it's like an armor stand that and then like more armor stands get spit out. And if you hit the thing, then it says like classic Doc quotes, but as Mickey Mouse, like, "Oh boy, rise and grind."
Listen, I don't know how it's going to work, but as long as it's called Dunkaduck, it's a winner.
Yeah. Chad had that name. I take no credit for that. That was a great name.
You put Dunkaduck in lights, I'm first in line there. Take my money. Yeah.
Dude, I want a Dunkaduck so much.
And then you get
the, but I don't know how to make it.
Yes, you do. Come on.
Where do you even start with the Dunkaduck?
Well, tell me how you want it to work. Snowballs? What's happening? Explain the
snowballs,
experience.
something like that. Target block, and then a dispenser system that like spits out more Dunkaducks after you hit one.
Oh, and then you're talking like it's armor stand docks. I thought it was going to be the real dock, and that'd be more fun.
Yeah, but I can't.
Getting him to play
he's
along.
He's really heavy. I can't hold him in one spot for long.
All right, so you want an armor stand to spit out that looks like Doc. And
then the audio. So
of
like
course.
if you do get a target hit, then it's like, "Oh boy, rise and grind."
This is easy. We can do this. I mean, as long as you're okay with like just a trap door flicking and then the Dunkaduck splashes into the water.
Yeah,
that's easy. You could do this right now. Do it. Do it.
I don't know where to start.
Here's where you start. Okay. Seriously,
tell me.
Start by don't thinking about the redstone. Think about the user experience. You know this.
Oh, I like this. I like what you're saying. Okay.
Ignore the redstone and build the visuals of the game. Put everything in the place you want it to be. Like where do you want the armor stands to fall? Maybe put the dispenser there and stuff like that, just so you know where it's going to be. Put your buttons in. Where do you get your snowballs? Where's the timing? You make the facade, and then you're like, okay, now I just need to make this work. And now you go back and hook everything up.
Oh,
that's how you do it.
I feel like you should do seminars and tell more tech people how to do stuff, because that's actually a really good way of thinking of think of the user experience before thinking.
Too many people, especially redstoners, because that's the part they like. They just start working on the redstone and they get it working, and then they build the game around the working redstone and realize it's not going to be laid out the correct way because they didn't space it and lay it out correctly. So yeah, that's my advice, is always start with what the user sees and make that.
That's a really good advice right there to think about games.
I think if you did that and you laid out, here's how I want it to look, you would see, and your brain would just go, all I have to do is, I think you're overwhelmed because you're not visualizing the whole thing. If you make the visual presentation and the experience first, you'd be able to look up the redstone easily.
From a technical person like yourself and other people maybe in chat, why do people overcomplicate user interfaces? Like why does it feel like people put more and more things behind more and more and more clicks? Do they get more money per click, or when they're coding, like the more
personal
clicks?
issue tangent you're going on? So I don't know. I can't comment on this.
Everything, Tango.
Sounds like you got some baggage there, though, friend.
Is buried under for instance, I'm going on a rant. My feeding pump used to be able to reset with one push of the button.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 4 pushes and a menu change to return the pump back on now. And it's that's just one of many things. I'm like,
that this is their job. They're UX, right? User experience. And they design the flow of things like that. And user interface is a big part of that. Yeah.
But are they getting paid by big technology to add more technology, or what's happening?
It's a hard thing.
Why is there more clicks?
Yeah. And usually if it's built by engineers and nerds, it usually comes out crappy. You need someone who's good at, here's how the flow of the user experience is going to be, and then the engineer hooks it up.
Yeah, that's not happening these days.
No.
Like, have you seen like going through a camera menu, like on a Sony or a Nikon, is like a dyslexia's nightmare.
Right. It's like everything is nested 3 levels deep and stuff, right?
Oh, it is horrific. It is horrific. But like, there's plenty of good examples. Like, you know, like iPhones and Androids and stuff are pretty like user simple. Like, it's pretty simple. Like,
cameras, admittedly, cameras have it pretty tough though, because they got to fit a lot of features into a little tiny space and they don't have a lot of. They don't want to add more buttons and stuff. So you basically get up, down, enter, and back. That's generally all you're going to get, right?
But if you're going to do that, just put it in one big menu instead of going to sub-menu, drop-down menu.
I don't know, because then you've got like 60
menu.
commands in one menu, and everyone's got to be like, every time I want to get to the thing, I got to hit the button, and then I got to scroll for 20 minutes just to get to the option you want, you know? It's tough. It's not an easy job.
Just one, if something's airing out, just give it one button to reset.
So reset is an important feature, is what you're saying. Top tier.
Yeah, because they made the rotor that makes the feeding pump turn much smaller. So if there's ever any resistance, it's like, I just can't bear the weight anymore. And it starts beeping. And then you've got to clear 3 error menus now, then reset it.
I mean, that doesn't like why. Their first question is, why does it need to be reset so much? Maybe that's the problem. And maybe that's what the designers didn't foresee.
Well, they did. They made the rotor smaller and it's less powerful. So if it encounters any resistance downstream, it's just like, I can't bear this weight anymore.
Right.
And so it beeps. Also, they put sensors all over it, and they also made it so like it has to have this cassette that has to click into it, so that people couldn't reuse bags. So like you have to throw them away because it just doesn't work. Before, they didn't have any of that, like the little clicky cassettes, the sensors, none of that existed. So the sensor has to be perfectly cleaned, has to be perfectly lined up. The cassette has to be non-expired. Oh my God, it just goes on.
This sounds like a whole lot of not fun, yeah. Well, my guess is the designer didn't understand the actual user experience, and they designed it for an ideal world, not a realistic world. And then that's where the disconnect is. Things like resetting, they're like, well, that's not a primary user thing, where in reality it is.
Yeah, medical supplies have had a bad problem of like them like outsourcing all of their like internal teams got laid off in a bunch of different ones, and then they outsourced to just like a third party of people who don't really know what they're doing. For instance, there's a little dial that makes manual wheelchairs have power from a thing called a smart drive. The dial was so poorly engineered that they had to recall it. Like, people broke a hip. I've had some incidents that I'm not going to talk about.
You broke a hip while turning the dial?
Well, what happened is that they turned it on. Well, what happened was that it's called a dial. They turn it, and it applies power to the smart drive in the back. The problem is it wouldn't shut off.
Gotcha.
It wouldn't shut off, so it flew them into a wall, down a flight of stairs, a whole lot of crazy stuff.
Suboptimal, yeah.
Yeah, I almost went into the water in New Zealand. It was bad. So it was scary times. Scary times, Tango. Scary times.
Oh my God.
So like that had recalled twice. They had to get rid of it. So that's a problem. Like the amount of medical things right now that have like are just a disaster is crazy.
Yeah. There you go. There's your there. You know what that is?
Yeah, what's that?
That's your soapbox. Shout it out,
Keep your internal teams who understand the products that you are making. Pay them well. They'll create good products that don't break people's hips. Right. Thank you. This has been Scar's TED Talk. Appreciate it, everyone.
That concludes. Yeah. Well done.
Just crazy, huh?